You right?
Yes.
Correct. And however, everything has its two sides. And apart from like practical skill, these like academic subject at school also play indispensable role in the child like development. What do you think about this?
I think that theoretical subjects like maths or literature can plays an important role in students' development too. And one major benefit that I want to mention is that it can empower them to strengthen their fundamental knowledge. Learning curriculum at school equips students with knowledge in basic science like math or literature, which can do wonders for their self-development and knowledge acquisition, and it also have a lot of applications in later career.
Yes, like if we like enhance our academic performance, we can like have some more opportunity in choosing like your like people dream university and also like job prosperity. Like it is the fact that if we have a good academic outcome, we can have the privilege to choose the major that you have a passion for at the university. And in addition, if you have like a solid academic background in your specialized job, you can give like outstanding production for your company and get like high promotion at a very young age. And Han, your views?
I think that this problem merits careful consideration from both views, since both practical skills and academic knowledge can do wonders for student development in the future. So we need a balanced approach, right?
I do think so.
And that is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening to us.
Hi, I have one question for you. Have you ever learned a practical skill at school, okay, or outside of school that turned out to be really useful? What was it? Have you ever learned a practical skill at school or outside of school that turned out to be really useful? What was it?
Thank you for your question. And I do learn practical skills in our school. That is the technology lessons, which teach us to learn about the basic science about electricity and how to solve when the electricity have problems. And also in these lessons, we also learn to cook some basic meal so that we can help our parents whenever they have busy work and cannot return home to cook for us.
And for me, it is when my teacher allowed to like have a presentation about our subjects as at the classes that I have developed my like presentation skill, and then I think that when I go into my career in the future, it would it would help me a lot in like present my idea to my senior, my boss. Yes, that's my answer. Thank you.
If you could add one practical subject to your school curriculum, what would it be and why?
I would like my school to teach us some, like for instance, cooking skills, because like cooking skill is really important for like us for us as a student, because when we get into the university, we have to go to like another like very strange city to attend school, and at that time we have like no parents or relative to year round to take care of us. So cooking skill will be like a powerful weapon for us as students to like take care of ourselves. How about you, Han?
I do agree with her, and we do have cooking lessons in our school, but I think that it needs to be put more emphasis on. Like we need to have a specific laboratory so that we can go there and cook and don't affect any lessons, our lessons at school, especially the taste and the smell can affect other classes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, examiners and partners. My name is Whitmani, a student from class 10A2, Unlimited High School for the Gifted, and here's my partner.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nguyễn Hà Phương, and I'm also a student at Lunatic High School for the Gifted. Over the next few minutes, we will shed light on a very hot topic, is that some people nowadays suppose that older people should continue to work as long as they want to. However, some believe that there should be a mandatory retirement age. Although we still support the first viewpoint, we will discuss what view to give you an overall insight into this problem. First and foremost, is attributed to the fact that allowing older people to continue to work as long as they want will make a big contribution to help them meet their expectation in fully indulging into their jobs, what they like to do, their interests and passions. For example, artisans in Dong Ho painting village still work until they are tired, until they do not want to dedicate in this job, as they want to fully indulge into their traditional jobs. Therefore, they could live happily when they are, even when they are old, when they have nothing to do if they retired. Secondly, this action will definitely consolidate the country economy in this ever-changing world. And however, every problem has two viewpoints. The second viewpoint is also important. And now my beloved partner will discuss the second viewpoint and clarify our first view.
As I've been said before, every problem has two sides of that. So I will give you the better understanding about this problem by giving you my opinion about the retirement age should be mandatory for older people. It's mostly due to the overwhelming. First of all, is that they have to face a lot of diseases with age, like obesity or something with their bones, and especially that's involved in their mental health, because a long time they has working very hard and spend a very busy day at work. They need a time to relax and spend time for themselves, for their family. But the reason why we focus on the continuation of older people in the future, because in the ever-changing world, the development of many tools of AI or technology that force people to work more to chase other people's work. For example, in Japan, the proportion of older people is much higher than the younger. So they have to work more to demand the meet of other people in their country. In conclusion, the retirement age should be the continuation of people is compulsory for older people, but retirement age is a little bit important. That's the end of our topic. Thank you for your listening.
Alright. Now my question is, if we're managing a company, would you prefer to hire a young candidate or an older candidate?
Thank you for your question. It's such an engrossing one. From my personal perspective, I suppose that it also depends on other factors like skills, experience, and knowledge of that candidate to define whether they will become the employee of the company.
In addition to Hafen's belief, I think the old people is much more experienced than the younger because they have spent much time on others' communities. So I think higher and older people, despite there are some health problems, but they also have the experience and the qualification to work at the company. That's our answer.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, are you okay?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, so my question goes like this. Do you think the idea of retirement will change in the future? For example, with better health and longer lifespan, should we rethink retirement altogether?
Can you repeat the question?
Again, do you think the idea of retirement will change in the future? For example, with better health and longer lifespans, should we rethink retirement altogether?
I also think retirement is also important in the future, despite because of the advanced health service that should be promoted for the older people to work more because they have the better service for the health and they will have more time to spend their life in the working space.
From my personal perspective, I think that in this ever-changing world, we can take Japan as an example where there are many old people live there. To consolidate the country's economy, some older people still have to work to dedicate to the development of the country. My question, do you have any opinion?
That's all I can think.
Okay, thank you. How about now? Do you have any additional